One system, every level, from the first AAU practice to the pros. Hectic schedules, constant messages, high expectations. The BioSteel Teams app becomes a through line connecting youth, prep, college, and pro basketball, helping teams run the right way from day one. This isn't just an app, it's the new standard for team communication.
Triple B's in the TBL done linked up. Boy, it's about to be one of the coldest seasons in the world. Trust me when I tell you. Hey, and we got that merch coming to you. Yeah, hats, hoodies, T-shirts. You want it all. You got to look sharp at the game while you over there cheering. Yes, indeed. We got 38, I say again, 38 teams. Come on now. This is the real deal. You talking about a league? You better come see it.
Some say you love me one day. I will wait to kiss your love.
Hey Halifax, it's CJ from the Hoopers. On and off the court, I know how important it is to have a good team you can trust. That's why I drive Steel Ford Lincoln. They're all about supporting our community and making sure you feel right at home.
Special guests here tonight. We invite you to stand if you are able and remove your caps for first the playing of the American national anthem.
For wonderful to be here in your town and see all the love that I see here. This is what this league is about. It's about you. It's about your families. It's about making memories. And we're so glad to be able to be here and witness you all as you come together in love with your families. Have a great time. And these young men, they're going to bring it strong. They're going to show you what real basketball is all about.
Let's go, Hoopers. We'd like to introduce you to the starting lineup of the visiting Port City Power. Wearing number 4 is wearing number 5, Jack Miller. Wearing number 15, Jack McIntyre. Wearing number 16, Anthony Utley. And wearing number 17, Mark Rockhill. The head coach of the visiting Power is Ross.
I don't know.
We now like to introduce you to the starting lineup of your Halifax Hoopers. Number 13, Adam Stanford. Jared Hall. Wearing number 3, Gary Tyler. And wearing number 2, numbers. We always bucket sets home. Our officials for the French Oil by Maxwell and Jake Babbitt.
Well, hello all and welcome into this live broadcast of the Basketball League. My name is Callum Watson. I will be your commentator for the evening as the Halifax Hoopers host the Port City Power. This is the third matchup between these sides, with the Port City having the advantage. Port City Power up 2-1 in the season series. The Hoopers currently sit at 4-8, while Port City Power sit at 4-11. These two teams have had some close games during the season. Hoopers taking home the first game, while Port City have won the last two. The Hoopers will be looking to get a win at home and have back-to-back wins after they won their last game. Well, Port City Power will be looking to get things back on track. It should be a very exciting game, and we have tip-off just about to happen. And tip-off is won by the Hoopers. Sanford over to Hogg, and here's Tone Davis. Davis is 7th in the league in points per game at 24.4. He misses on the 3 attempt. Rebound is grabbed by Port City. Isaiah Ankara running point for them, calling for a screen. He gets one. Double team now. Ankara into the post and getting his hands in there is Scott. Shot from long range, no good from Isaiah Ankara. Both teams started with misses from behind the arc. Here come the Hoopers. Another 3 attempt. This one, no doubt about it. Hoopers first on the board. Port City looking for an answer. Isaiah Ankara once again leading the charge. Guarded by Tone Davis. Inside, and Davis with the steal. He's got a lane. Davis puts it up for what would have been a spectacular alley-oop to Hogg, but a little behind him. Port City now on the man advantage. Driving down, kicking it to the corner. Driving in and not on the same page where Isaiah Anchor and Jack McIntyre. Goes behind McIntyre. Over, they'll say last touch by a Hooper. Possession stays with Port City Power. Port City looking inbound. They get it away. Fury, Miller calling for the screen. Bit of a mismatch here. Fury Miller tries to dish it inside, and it's taken away. The other way come the Hoopers. Driving there. Adam Stanford getting some points on the board for the Hoopers. Up to 5 now. Power with possession. Long range attempt, no good. Off the mark from Mark McLaughlin. Hoopers in control early. Shot from Scott. Nothing but nylon, and timeout taken by Port City after an electric start from the Hoopers. Hoopers up 7-0 early in this one. And we are back from the early timeout from Port City. The Hoopers up 7-0 against the Power. And the long range three, Anthony Otley gets it to go. 3 on the board now for Port City. Hogg drives, dishes it out. Hamlin inside and finishing strong at the glass. Linton Brown, the Toronto, Ontario native, has an opportunity for a 3-point play for the Hoopers. Foul goes against Anthony Otley of the Power. Free throw misses, rebound grab by Hogg. And finds its way back to him. He's working the post, dishes it out to Hamlet. Hamlet to Linton Brown. Linton Brown inside, Hamlet's wide open, and one of the easier layups he'll see in his career. Finishes at the glass. 9-3, Hoopers in charge. Otley. And a foul sends Anthony Otley to the line. And it looks like Shaq Locke will check into the game for the Port City Power. If you guys have been watching the Hoopers their last inaugural season or this season, you'll recognize the name. He was a prominent Hoopers member for a while, now on the Port City Power. going against his former team. He's checked in. And it looks like he'll battle Hamlet for the rebound, if there is one, which there isn't. Anthony Otley, 2 of 2. Linton Brown advancing it for Halifax. Again, nice dish inside and great ball movement by Halifax. Exclamation point from Adam Stanford with the slam and hitting a little dance move as celebration on defense. Tone Davis now up to Hogg. He loses it. Rebound grab by McLaughlin. Now pushing the pace is Ankara. He'll dish it back out. Foul against Hogg. Reaching foul. So his first personal, team's second. In their previous matchups, or at least the ones that were hosted here, which I commentated, there was a decent amount of fouling. Will that be the case today? We'll see as we get deeper into the game. Right now with possession was Jack Fury Miller and missing on the layup. And from downtown, Linton Brown bounces around the rim and out. And almost getting there. Was Linton Brown, who played his college hoops at St. Mary's University right here in Halifax. So he's knows the area well, has played here before, and is a valuable member of this Halifax Hoopers squad. And bucket is good. Fury Miller. Floater in the lane goes. 13-7, Hoopers ahead at home in front of this Halifax/Dartmouth crowd. Hamlet. Back outside, Adam Stanford. Once again, bounces around the rim and doesn't want to go in. A magnetic pull away from the nylon. Inside and missed on the easy lay-in. Did Shaq Locke, the former Hooper. Hustle on the play. And the Hoopers push it out of bounds, so a bad miss, but then a good recovery from Shakir Locke. Inbounding is Mark McLaughlin. Over to Shaq Locke, working the short corner. He takes it out. Over to Ankara. Isaiah Ankara. And a long-range three off the mark from Anthony Otley. Right into the hands of Tone Davis, the leading scorer for the Hoopers. Good ball movement. Stanford finds it in the corner and back inside. And, yeah, there's a foul. Shaq Locke. Fouling Shea Linton Brown. So to the line he goes, shooting for two. And the bucket falls. (13-7), Hoopers lead. Gets them both to go. The Power now with possession. Outside in a deep range shot, Ethan Shizmurda, who I called games for, a lot of them, in the ACAA. I'm trying to remember his team, and I feel bad because I can't, but I've been watching Ethan Shizmurda for 3 years now. He is a baller. He's got a good shot from the outside, and that's a kickball if I've ever seen one. Off the leg of Adam Stanford. He's 6'4" guard from Fontana, California. played his university basketball at Campbellsville University. Checking him for the Hoopers, number 4. That doesn't look like Trey Edwards. Maybe Edwards is injured or got a different uniform. And batting the ball will be DJ Smith. To Hamlet. Hamlet drives and here's Shaq Locke. And pulling up and fouled is Mark McLaughlin. To the line he goes, shooting for 2. 19-13, just over 5 minutes left in this first quarter. Hoopers ahead. And Jackson and Inya checking in for Hamlet. Second one is good. 1 of 2 is Mark McLaughlin from the line. Whistle blown here. Trying to figure out why exactly. No insider information at the moment on why this whistle was called. Well, we're here in the Zatzman, and it's a wonderful sight. Plenty of people from Halifax and Dartmouth coming to see the Hoopers play on this Friday. Taking on a common rival in the Port City Power, who they have one win over. They beat them in their first matchup. And here we go, action. We're back. DJ Smith. Handle it for the Hoopers. Enyina inside and loses it. 3 men on him. Good ball movement by the Power. Finds its way back to Ankara. And Shaq Locke drives. Too strong off the backboard. And rebound corralled by the Hoopers. Coming with pace and losing it immediately. Stolen away. Port City now on the attack. Floater no good. Rebound. Grabbed by the Hoopers. It's DJ Smith. And the floater, too strong, no good. Enyina inside to clean up. Finishing off glass. Hoopers up 21-14. Reaching the 4-minute mark of the first quarter. Shizmurda working around the baseline and getting fouled on his entry. He'll go to the line, shooting for 2. And strong on the entry is Isaiah Ankara. Finishing at the rim. Here's Jones. Dishes it to the corner. Driving and losing it are the Hoopers. Here's Shaq Locke. Looks like he's running point for a second, and there we go. Gives it back to Isaiah Ankra. Ankra calling for a screen. Dishes it over to Shizmurda. Shizmurda from downtown. Off iron, no good. Shaq Locke gets the offensive rebound. Dishes it out wide. Pump fake was Tynes, and a mid-range shot from Mark McLaughlin goes. 18 now for the Port City Power, 3-point game. Hoopers got off to a commanding start, and they've slowed down offensively. Here's Enyanan. That's one of the more obvious fouls you'll see in the league. Shizmurda fouling Enyana. So to the line, Enyana goes. 2 points at stake. And Enyana can't capitalize on the first free throw. Can't capitalize on the second one. Rebound grab by the Hoopers and blocked. Shizmurda getting his hand in there. Going to say he touched it last, so Hoopers inbound. 21 on the shot clock. Under the 3-minute mark here in the first quarter. Josiah Tynes drives mid-range. Smooth is Josiah Tynes' game. Mid-range, made it look easy. Ankra drives, Enyana, and foul. Running into the back of Isaiah Ankra, so to the line goes Ankra. Ankra. And Enyana is out of the game. So here come the Hoopers. 23-19. Floater, too strong. Power to bring it up. Mike Demigas. And a block on the three. Demigas from the corner, and too strong. Back up and blocked. Good defensive work by the Hoopers there. Now, almost. Going for the flashy play on the 3-and-1, trying for the alley-oop, and the pass just a little too short. Tynes taking the ball up. Josiah Tynes out to Smith. And DJ Smith draining it from three. A good release from Smith, and Hoopers are balling. 26-19. Shaq Locke drives, and that's got to hurt, and a charge. Good job by the Hoopers player there. Standing in the lane and taking the charge, and we'll have a timeout taken by Port City. The Hoopers call the timeout with 1:14 left in the first quarter. And we're back from the timeout. Hoopers with possession. Tone Davis and Josiah Tynes in the backcourt. A deadly duo for Halifax. Here's Tone Davis. Quiet on the night. And on pace to be under his season average, which is 7th highest in the basketball league. Too strong on the shot and rebound. Corralled by Port City. Ankra drives the lane, left hand, rolls around the rim and falls in. Add 2 more to Port City. Under 40 seconds left in the quarter. Tynes calling for a screen. And why not? From downtown! Hamlet. Money from beyond the arc is the big man. 29 now for the Hoopers. Ankra looking to get some points before the break and dished inside, and a good finish there by Anthony Otley. High off the glass on the underhand and gets it to go. 5 seconds left. Davis will probably take this last shot, trying to find space. And jumped into the foul, but no sympathy from the rest. That is the end of your first quarter. Halifax Hoopers ahead 29-23 in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. Welcome back to some second quarter action between the Halifax Hoopers and the Port City Power. Hoopers, a great start to the first quarter, and then regained a bit of their stride at the end, up to 29 points now. But Port City hanging around. They're at 23 within striking distance. Anybody's game at this point. We've seen some good offensive ball, both teams hitting from 3. Excited to see what more we have in this second quarter. Ball with Port City. Thought about it, did Anthony Otley. Guarded by Hogg. Otley looking for the foul, and he gets it. To the line he'll go. Foul against Hogg. First foul of the quarter goes to the Hoopers. That's his third of the game. Josiah Tyne runs up and looks like he'll check in maybe for Hogg if they're concerned that he's at 3, and that is the case. So Tyne's on for Hogg, and the first bucket is good from Anthony Otley. And Otley goes 2 for 2. Ball with Tone Davis in the Halifax Hoopers. Davis getting some separation. He's trying to heat up, and that'll help creating his own separation and draining the three from downtown is Tone Davis, the leading scorer for these Halifax Hoopers. And the defense chant starts in the arena. And you know what beats good defense is better offense. Mike Demigus from the mid-range. So Davis, a little hesitation. No look pass to Hamlet, and he gets stripped. Jack McIntyre stripping it from Hamlet, and ball goes out. They'll say last touched by, I believe, the Hoopers. So Port City inbound. Jason Ramertan. Inside is Shizmurda, Ethan Shizmurda. Three-point game, 32-29. Davis with the ball. Trying to break some ankles, gets through everybody and misses on the lay, but at the rim. This is good, buddy Adam Stanford, the California native, to get the putback. Shizmurda wide open from three, and a rare miss from him. Shea Linton Brown bringing it up for Halifax. Over to Hamlet. Hamlet, take the pass, now drives. Big man on big man, and stripped away. Jack McIntyre playing some stellar defense. Now quickly to the way come Port City. The three attempt. Drained. Jason Ramertan. Money on the three. Sorry for the mispronunciation. Stanford too strong. Foul called against Isaiah Hamlet. 6A center from Grand Rapids, Michigan, out of Hudsonville High School. 34-32, 2 points separating these sides. And Ramertan. That sounds better. Ramertan drills her from three. Ball stripped away by Mike Demigus, and his first personal foul of the match. So inbound will be Linton Brown. Gives it to Davis. Hamlet thought about screen, instead cuts. Beautiful ball move out to the corner, and Tynes can't connect. Port City now gets past Tone Davis and dishing it inside through contact. No problem. Jack McIntyre finishing strong at the rim, and an understandable timeout taken by the Hoopers as they have lost their lead. 37-34 in the blink of the eye, and Port City Power leading early in the second quarter. And we're back. Shea Linton Brown inbounding to Tone Davis. Hamlet to Tynes. Tynes drives into traffic. No good rebound grab by Hamlet. And easy for him. Good job for him crashing the boards, grabbing the offensive board, and putting it in for two. Mike Demigas pulls up from three. His shot is too short. Stumbling over each other are Linton Brown and Stanford. Davis step back three. Money! Off the back of the iron and good. Tone Davis. What an exciting player he is. Fun to watch, too. An offensive space and shot creator. Demigas guarded hard by Stanford. Attempts to dish it inside, and ball goes the way of the Hoopers. Good defense by the Hoopers, and they're up after this timeout. 39-37 under the 8-minute mark in the second quarter. Tynes inbound it. Over to Davis. Tynes and Davis, I mentioned earlier, deadly backcourt duo, both with excessive skill, and Tynes with a really good mid-range game too. Tynes cuts. Still the ball stays with Scott, and it's good. Tyler Scott drills it from three. Second leading scorer on the Hoopers is Tyler Scott. He missed the first couple games I called, but back and looking good early in this one. 42 for the Hoopers, up 5. Port City, ball in the hands of Fury Miller. Now dishes it inside. Demigas from three, off the front of the rim and no good. Tyler Scott gets the rebound. He takes it up, tries to get ahead of steam, creates some space, and a bit of a heat check there from Tyler Scott. However, some good rebounding and effort gives Hamlet an easy lay-in, but he's got Adam Stanford to thank for grabbing that offensive board and even giving him a chance. 44 now for the Hoopers. They're on a run. Hamlet tries to steal. No luck there, and a charge. Second charge taken by the Port City Power, and the Hoopers doing a good job standing their ground in the lane and taking the charges no matter how much they might hurt. Locke checks into the game for Port City. As I mentioned earlier, the former Hooper. Played with many of these guys, knows their game. See if he can have a defensive impact. Here's Tone Davis. Davis. Showing his bag in mid-range, and he's heating up, ladies and gentlemen. Mid-range fadeaway, creating his own shot. We've seen that a couple times. Don't let him get too hot now. We'll burn ya. And the trap works excellently. Hamlet in the layup, and you think he's big enough to dunk, but hey, to each their own. Jokic can barely even get up there. Hoopers on a run. Have the momentum strongly. Mid-range from the short corner, no good. Hoopers up 11 after they were trailing before the timeout. Scott from three. And a timeout taken understandably by the Port City Power as the Hoopers struck lightning in the bottle after their timeout. Let's see what the Port City Power can do coming back. So the Port City Power will attempt to do what the Hoopers did after their timeout and go on a long run. Hoopers, their largest lead of the night, up 14 against Port City, and a dominant stretch in the second quarter for them, clicking offensively and defensively, and Port City bucking no good, and Shaq Locks travels, so Hoopers will retain possession. Scott was laughing at Shaq Locke there. I wonder if there's any animosity or if the two are still good friends. I would hope good friends. Scott inbounding to Davis. Davis calling for it, and foul against Anchor. And one thing about Tone Davis is if he's fouled or not, he's good at selling it. So sometimes you never know, and worked in his favor there. Port City using some full court press, which you don't see at the pro level too often, but sometimes it can be effective. Tynes, good pass. Hamlet elects not to shoot, drives, gets some space, and big boy bucket there. Isaiah Hamlet saying, "Get off me." Mid-range jumper bounces off iron and good. Fury Miller almost loses it, retains possession, and the Hoopers are not joking around, playing hard defensively. Up 53-37. They're looking to put this game away in the second quarter and playing some energized basketball. Here's a jump ball. Won by Stanford, right to Tynes. Tynes guarded by Locke. Tynes drives inside. That's a tough shot and no good. Off the iron and falls to the hardwood. Now dished out to the corner. The three, and they needed that. Jack Fury Miller delivers from beyond the arc. Here's Tyler Scott. Scott from three. His shot no good, and could we see a momentum change here? Here's Ankara. Guarded by Davis. Ankara over to Otley Jr., who gets the floater to go, and Port City on a bit of a roll now. Hoopers will make some substitutions during the next whistle. In the meanwhile, here's Tone Davis. His step back tray, short. So cold stretch for the Hoopers here, and heating up our Port City. And one. To the line goes Fury Miller. That foul goes against Tone Davis of the Hoopers. Fury Miller. Money. Up to 45 now, so a back and forth game. This one is early. And stripped away, but a foul called going against Fury Miller. Inbounding is DJ Smith. Stanford now. Fade away. That was pretty. Adam Stanford. His fadeaway mid-range falls. 3:18 left in the second quarter. Hoopers up 10. Fury Miller getting the screen from Locke. Now doubled. Dishes it over. Now back to Fury Miller from downtown. Jack Fury Miller. He's heating up. Hamlet thought about it. Now to Stanford. Stanford drives and the lane opens right up from parts like the Red Sea, and he finishes off glass. Ankara. He's been quieter than he was the last time I saw him, and playing at the Zatzman. He dishes it out in the 3. Anthony Otley, and watch out. The Port City Power have some electricity, and they're buzzing. DJ Smith advancing the rock for the Hoopers. And a miscommunication. Ball goes out of bounds, so possession given away to Port City Power. Well, they're on the roll. What was a 14-point lead is now just reduced to 6, reaching the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. Ankara with the ball. Coming around the screen, and good defense by the Hoopers. This is when they're playing their best. Up for the LEO! The roof is coming off here at the Zatzman Sportsplex in Halifax. What a slam. Defense to offense. That's what the Hoopers were doing when they went on their run. And what an exclamation point there by the Hoopers. Mid-range, no good. Hoopers coming back down to earth. 1:30 left in this game. Ankara. Oh, some nice moves by Isaiah Ankara. Ball ends up in the Hoopers' hands, however. Here they come, dishing it out wide. DJ Smith off the mark. Miller to Shaq Locke, who can shoot him from 3 as a big man. Hoopers drive and to the line they'll go, shooting for 2 at 59 already. Will they break that 60 mark in the first? It's looking likely. So Shea Brown had a number switch on my sheet here. He was number 4. I believe this is, sorry, he was number 3. I believe this is him now as number 4. That would make sense. And sorry to Tyler Scott, who called Litton Brown, because my info seems to be a little outdated. Sorry, folks. Anyways, we move. Ankara drives. Good defense by the Hoopers. Oh, foul called against Halifax. That's against DJ Smith. Player was not in the shooting motion, though, so it will be an inbound. Over to Ankara. And it's stolen. Linton Brown and hopping over some chairs as he had a little too much momentum, trying to chase down that rebound. But a good burst of speed from him, just couldn't quite keep that alive. Port City now. 30 minutes left in the quarter. Ankara from downtown, off the mark. Rebound corralled by Adam Stanford. He brings it up for the Hoopers. Inside, and one. Adam Stanford emoting. That's the third foul against Isaiah Ankara. And the bucket is good. 63-51, Hoopers up 12. 14 seconds left in the match. Sorry, in the half. Calling for the screen, Ankara. Now from downtown, off the mark, Locke gets a putback opportunity, no good. Your score after 2 quarters, 63 for the Hoopers, 51 for the Port City Power. 15 minutes before we start our third quarter action.
Just like a family. If you want a team that's got your back, check out Steel Ford Lincoln. I'm proud to represent the Halifax Hoopers, and I'm proud to drive Steel Ford Lincoln.
Just 3% dehydration. That's all it takes. A 10% drop in strength, 10% less power, 15% less endurance. Would you risk it? When you're dehydrated, your body isn't performing at its peak. Your muscles can't recover. Your game suffers. That's why we created BioSteel. Clean, healthy hydration. Trusted by pro athletes since 2009. Formulated to keep you performing stronger, longer. No sugar, no compromise. 3% dehydration, 100% preventable. Steel sharpens steel.
In the arena of sports, every game is a battle. And every athlete is a gladiator.
From the right side, makes a little backhand and scores!
And every battle needs chroniclers to give voice to defeat, perseverance, and relentless resolve. Can you hear it? The roar waiting to rise. They live for this. They want this. What do you want?
Again, pushing his way, pushed off tackler. 2, and get the second goal of the game for Thomas Habib.
Nice little move, Buffy scores!
Passing him forth and they score!
You know what we want. To immortalize every moment and make sure you never miss a play. This is Maritime Athletic Profiles.
Never miss a play.
What makes a name? You might think it's the game winners or the highlights, but the foundation is ours. Sacrifice and failure. Thousands of reps. Did you think it was easy? The work behind this name will make it echo forever.
Greatness isn't born, it's forged. It's in the sweat, the grind, and the sacrifices we make. It's in the choices we face every day. From the strength we build in the gym, to what we fuel our bodies with. How steel sharpens steel, we push one another to be better, stronger, sharper. We find strength not just in ourselves, but in those who stand with us, on the field, on the court, and in life. Because every choice matters. Every drop of effort, every ounce of fuel. Together, we're not just chasing goals. We're building stronger bodies, sharper minds, and healthier lives. Greatness is in the moments that test us, the choices that fuel us, and the people who push us. BioSteel is built for those moments. Every step, every play, every day, steel sharpens steel.
Some say you'll love me one day. I will wait to kiss your love.
Hey Halifax, it's CJ from the Hoopers. On and off the court, I know how important it is to have a good team you can trust. That's why I drive Steel Ford Lincoln. They're all about supporting our community and making sure you feel right at home, just like a family. If you want a team that's got your back, check out Steel Ford Lincoln. I'm proud to represent the Halifax Hoopers, and I'm proud to drive Steel Ford Lincoln.
Triple B's in the TBL done linked up. Boy, it's about to be one of the coldest seasons in the world. Trust me when I tell you. Hey, and we got that merch coming to you. Yeah, hats, hoodies, T-shirts. You want it all. You got to look sharp at the game while you over there cheering. Yes, indeed. We got 38, I say again, 38 teams. Come on now. This is the real deal. You talking about a league? You better come see it.
One system, every level, from the first AAU practice to the pros. Hectic schedules, constant messages, high expectations. The BioSteel Teams app becomes a through line connecting youth, prep, college, and pro basketball, helping teams run the right way from day one. This isn't just an app, it's the new standard for team communication.
Triple B. Triple B's in the TBL done linked up. Boy, it's about to be one of the coldest seasons in the world. Trust me when I tell you. Hey, and we got that merch coming to you. Yeah, hats, hoodies, T-shirts. You want it all. You got to look sharp at the game while you over there cheering. Yes, indeed. We got 38, I say again, 38 teams. Come on now. This is the real deal. You talking about a league? You better come see it.
Some say you'll love me one day. I will wait to kiss your love.
Hey Halifax, it's CJ from the Hoopers. On and off the court, I know how important it is to have a good team you can trust. That's why I drive Steel Ford Lincoln. They're all about supporting our community and making sure you feel right at home, just like a family. If you want a team that's got your back, check out Steel Ford Lincoln. I'm proud to represent the Halifax Hoopers, and I'm proud to drive Steel Ford Lincoln.
Just 3% dehydration, that's all it takes. A 10% drop in strength, 10% less power, 15% less endurance. Would you risk it? When you're dehydrated, your body isn't performing at its peak. your muscles can't recover, your game suffers. That's why we created BioSteel. Clean, healthy hydration. Trusted by pro athletes since 2009. Formulated to keep you performing stronger, longer. No sugar, no compromise. 3% dehydration, 100% preventable. Steel sharpens steel.
In the arena. Of sports, every game is a battle, and every athlete is a gladiator.
From the right side, makes it with the backhand and scores!
And every battle needs chroniclers to give voice to defeat, perseverance, and relentless resolve. Can you hear it? The roar waiting to rise. They live for this. They want this. What do you want?
Again, pushing his weight. Pushed off tackler. 2, and get the second goal of the game for Thomas Habib.
Nice little move. Buffy scores.
Passing him forth and they score!
You know what we want. To immortalize every moment and make sure you never miss a play. This is Maritime Athletic Profiles.
Never miss a play.
What makes a name? You might think it's the game winners or the highlights, but the foundation is ours. Sacrifice. And failure. Thousands of reps. Did you think it was easy? The work behind this name will make it echo forever.
Greatness isn't born, it's forged. It's in the sweat, the grind, and the sacrifices we make. It's in the choices we face every day, from the strength we build in the gym to what we fuel our bodies with. How steel sharpens steel, we push one another to be better, stronger, sharper. We find strength not just in ourselves, but in those who stand with us, on the field, on the court, and in life. Because every choice matters. Every drop of effort, every ounce of fuel. Together, we're not just chasing goals. We're building stronger bodies, sharper minds, and healthier lives. Greatness is in the moments that test us, the choices that fuel us, and the people who push us. BioSteel is built for those moments. Every step, every play, every day, steel sharpens steel.
Welcome back, everybody, for some second half action between the Port City Power and the Halifax Hoopers in the Basketball League. Hoopers looking to avenge themselves after taking 2 straight losses to these Port City Powers, and they're in good shape right now, up 63-52. However, this game has been a game of many runs and many stretches in which both teams have looked electric, and especially the Hoopers defensively were on fire for parts of that second quarter. So we'll see if they can regain some of their defensive prowess. And right off the gate, Tone Davis with the layup, and it looks like they were planning some sort of alley-oop as there's a talk back and forth there, him and Adam Stanford. Nonetheless, 2 points on the board for the Hoopers off a steal. So defense to offense, and that's when they're looking at their best. And putting up the floater is Anthony Otley. First buckets of the second half for the Port City Power come from the hands of Anthony Otley. Scott. Nice pass to Hamlet and a little Euro step. Going from France to Germany and then finishing at the lane. 67-53, Hoopers ahead. Lawton. Otley, open look from 3, too strong. Rebound, grabbed by Ankara. Isaiah Ankara gets the screen. Otley guarded hard by Stanford. Ankara calling for it. 8 on the shot clock. Ankara gets a floater off. That's no good. Scott on the rebound. Hoopers will set up. Into Stanford in the short corner. He spins and finishes at the rim. Great offense from Adam Stanford, working the short post, spinning and then finishing at the basket. Lawton over. Ankara, no one in his vicinity, and he misses on the open 3. Scott, long range 2 is good, and the Hoopers are hitting. 71 now for Halifax, 53 for Port City. 18-point lead for the Hoopers, their largest of the night. 3 attempts, off the mark from Mark Lawton. Downtown! Tyler Scott. Nothing but nylon on the release. And a timeout taken by Port City as the Hoopers sitting 21 points ahead in the third quarter. Here we go. Port City have a big hole to dig themselves out of. Down 21 early in the third quarter. And every bucket counts. Isaiah Ankra. Good cut. In addition to him for the lay. Now Tyler Scott. Good defense by Port City. Jack Fury Miller, and here's an easy dunk. Jack McIntyre, and a good response for the Power coming off the timeout. Reaching in there was Jack McIntyre. So Brandon Bellotti checking in for the Hoopers, number 33. Tone Davis trying to get some space, and he's doubled, almost loses it, keeps it alive. Isaiah Hamlet. He'll fade away. That's a tough shot, and good rebound. Give it to Hogg and a block, but they're going to say that was a foul, and I think that was on McIntyre again. So that's his third. Hogg at the line. Hogg, 26-year-old. From Kentucky, Owensboro. Second shot, no good. Otley. Downtown, Mark Lawlin. Sorry, McLaughlin. McLaughlin. Scott gives it up. Port City on a run here. Good hustle. From Bellotti to get back and get the steal. Downtown, Jack Fury Miller. And Port City Power are humming right now. 63, erasing the deficit. Good move to slow down some of their momentum. Scott will go to the line. That's against Fury Miller. Scott. First one's good. And in and out, no good. Tone Davis collects the rebound, puts it back up, and Hogg. Great effort on the play to grab the rebound and put it in off glass. Isaiah Ankra now for the Power. Burst to speed and dishes it out wide to Fury Miller. His three off the mark. Tone Davis, full steam ahead. Bellotti, back to Tone Davis. Open look for him. And a rare miss from an open look by Tone Davis. Fury Miller draws the contact, flexes, and he'll go to the line. Opportunity for a three-point play. Good finish through contact from Fury Miller. And Miller misses the shot. No three-point play, but rebound grabbed and kept alive. Good job by the Power, and Shaq Locke gets denied at the rim. Gonna say it was last touched by the Hoopers, so Power still with possession, which is dangerous. Ankara, lane opens up, goes under, and finishes. Foul called against the Hoopers, so to the line goes Ankara. So Onion, big man for big man, checks in. Ankara. It falls. Here's Linton Brown, 6-foot guard from Toronto, Ontario, my hometown. Hooper's drive, good cut. Hogg thought about it. Now it takes a tough fadeaway. And great defense by Fury Miller, who's really picked up his game in the second part of this third quarter. Isaiah Ankara, a quiet run, but a good one are the Power on. Shaq Locke from three. Can't get it to fall against his old team. Now driving through contact, no foul called. Hogg coming away with it. He'll Euro and inside to Bellotti, who gets fouled. And the fouls coming left, right, and center in this third quarter. To the line goes Bellotti. A foul against Altley. Bellotti, who almost blew the roof off of this place with his alley-oop in the first half. Up to the line now, shooting for two. First one's good. And so is the second. Bellotti goes 2 for 2. Here come the Power. Good defense by the Hoopers. Hogg comes up for the double. Lane opens up. Locke. And foul call against Jackson Enyina. So Shaq Locke, an opportunity to get some points against his former squad. Locke. First one falls. 2 for 2 goes Shaq Locke. 70-81. Power still very much in this after the Hoopers once had over a 20-point lead. Bellotti to Hogg. Hogg drives and an easy finish. Hogg showcasing his athleticism as he drives into the paint and finishes with the left. When the Hoopers have been at their best in this game, it's when their defense has been tight and compact, and it was not there, but they get a break. Shaq Locke comes away with the rebound. Fury Miller. And good job from Jackson Enyina to beat up Fury Miller on that. Bellotti said, screw that, I'm going down the court, and one. Bellotti's back, baby. He'll go to the line. 3-point play in the balance. So Josiah Tynes checking into the game for the Hoopers. Three-point play opportunity for Bellotti. Can he capitalize? Yes, he can. 86 for the Hoopers. Back up to a 16-point lead, sitting comfortably. Reaching the 4-minute mark of the third quarter. Power setting up offensively in the hands of Ankara. Guarded tightly, finding some room. Anthony Otley firing from downtown and quickly, and wow, Bellotti running like bolts out there to get open and finishing at the line. Shizmurda over to Otley. Here's Fury Miller, 3 on him, and somehow retains possession. Back to Fury Miller, open from 3, too strong. Bellotti, who's on fire right now, his head's down, he's driving, and what are they gonna call? Not sure. A foul against Otley, makes sense. Charge taken well by, I believe, Shizmurda. Or Fury Miller. I actually didn't get a look. I think Fury Miller. So Fury Miller checking out of the game, which if you're a Hoopers fan, that's a sigh of relief. You should be breathing out right now because he was the best player on the court for the Power for that third quarter. Inbounding is Anthony Otley to Ankara. Ankara to Otley. Shizmurda. Locke, another open look for 3, and this time it falls for him. Enyina trying to set the screen for Brown. He'll go down on the 3 and gets the call. Shizmurda a little too close to comfort for the ref's liking, and to the line, Brown will go after this timeout. So at the line for the Hoopers is Linton Brown. I believe he'll have 3 shots here unless they called it a long 2. 88 points already in the match for the Hoopers, with 2:38 remaining in the third quarter. Linton Brown's second shot Also no good. 0 of 2 from the line right now is Linton Brown. Third time's a charm. There we go. 1 of 3 goes Linton Brown, but a point is a point. Isaiah Ankara advancing the ball for Port City, guarded by Brown. Ankara over to Altley, guarded by Hogg. Hartley backing up, moving around, moving his feet, and finishing with the left. 78 for the Power. Josiah Tynes, the second year on this team, one of the veteran guys. Into Jackson Enyina, who uses his size well, but misses the mark on the glass, and that can't get to Hogg, and a missed opportunity for the Hoopers. Shacklock, another open 3 look, and there he goes. He's starting to catch fire from behind the line. I said earlier he can shoot it. He's made his last 2 in a row from that same spot. Hoopers got to get some guys on him from behind the arc. It's dished out to DJ Smith, and Hooper's in a bit of a cold stretch as the Power now within 8 after it looked out of reach for a while with the Hoopers playing the way they were. And unsurprisingly, it's time for a change of the guard. In comes Hamlet, Davis, and Stanford. If Tone Davis or Stanford or Tynes or even Hamlet catch fire, then they score fast and furiously. So an understandable change for the Hoopers. Under the 130 mark now. Shacklock inside, and good defense by Stanford, but they're going to say he made contact on the arm of Locke. So the 15th foul. And now Halifax in the bonus, so Shacklock to the line. And Shacklock. His three's good. Sorry, his free throw is good. Both of his free throws are good. So 2 for 2 goes Locke. Davis bringing it up. Tone Davis finding some space, and not quite, but great rebound by Stanford. DJ Smith had the open look, elected not to take it. Tynes drives, gets pushed out of bounds. Stanford, Tone Davis, good coverage by Port City, but they let Tone Davis walk right in there. 91 for the Hoopers, and my advice to them would be keep Tone Davis on for the rest of the game because offense seems to come a lot easier when he's on the floor. Drive in and off the glass, but another foul called. Against Adam Stanford. So Mike Demagus up to the line. And off the rim from Demagus. Josiah Tynes, who's been quiet in this second half. Over to Adam Stanford, who tries the reverse, and not even close. Good job by Tone Davis getting back. Thought about giving Adam Stanford and I can't speak. Takes the mid-range and cashes it. Defense to offense, we've seen it been so successful for the Hoopers. Now they have a 10-point lead. 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Trying to find some space. Here's Ramrata. Or Remradin, sorry. And just enough time to heave it up. DJ Smith and off the mark. So your score after 3 quarters. Hoopers up 10, 93-83. What'll happen in the fourth quarter? We'll find out next. All right, we're in the fourth quarter of what's been an exciting one between the Halifax Hoopers and the Port City Power. Tyler Smith giving it away to start the third and almost committed a foul. Nothing called though. Jack McIntyre gets the first bucket of the quarter. Port City up to 85 now. Here is Scott, almost losing it. Instead pulls up with the mid-range, bounces around the iron for a little bit and falls in. 95-85, still a 10-point lead for the Halifax Hoopers. Shizmurda, fade away from 2, and that's a tough shot. Doesn't go. Tyler Scott, over to Hogg, who is an athletic freak and gets himself some space, backs up and bounces around in the rim. In the favor of the Hoopers early on, as they've had 2 shots that have looked like that, bouncing around but eventually falls in. 97 now for the Hoopers, and they have been electric with this starting lineup out there. Got to be careful on the defensive end though. And off the mark is DeMagus. And he goes 1 for 2. Davis. And a foul on Remratton. Scott's inbound. And good hustle by Shizmurda. Ball will remain with the Hoopers. Scott still inbounding. To Tone Davis. Davis. Using his elite ball handler to try and create some space and gives it over to Hogg, who loses it. Possession with the power. Here's Demegas. Over to Fury Miller, back to Demegas. Driving and losing it. Tone Davis has a lane if they can find him. Hogg says, I'll do it myself. Hogg with the slam in transition. Defense to offense once again, proven to be pivotal for the Hoopers. And Scott now, 2-on-2. Scott will take it, look for contact, gets it, still finishes through it. No whistle called. 101 for the Hoopers. And if I were them, I'd keep this lineup out as long as you can, as they are bullying the power offensively. But not if Ethan Shizmurda has anything to say about it, draining a tray of his own. I've seen it for years, ladies and gentlemen. He is the real deal from three. Tone Davis creating space for himself and couldn't get enough power on the shot. Would have looked pretty if that fell. Demegas now. Into McIntyre. Back to Demegas from the short corner into the hands of Tyler Scott. He'll take it up and take his time. Why rush when you have a lead? 101-89. Hoopers up 12. Looks for the contact, gets it, but they'll call it on the floor. And Tone Davis gets the lane. And charge called against Tone. His third of the game. Isaiah Ankara handling the ball. Over to Shaq Locke, the former Halifax Hooper. Locke loses it. Someone knew the code. Scott. Oh, what an athletic get by Hawk, and they'll fade away, and now Hamlet puts it up, and that one no good. Shaq Locke keys in on the rebound. Ankara, no problem. We're within 10 now, 91-101. Hoopers lead. Tone Davis looking to get the Hoopers back on the board. Into Hamlet. Hamlet hesitates. Inside, wide open. Adam Stanford. He could have read a book before he shot that all day. Ankara. Over to Haynes, who we haven't seen much of in this match. And it's stolen. Good defense by Scott. Getting his hands in there. Here's Hogg. Hogg puts it up, and he's fouled, so he'll go to the line. Opportunity for a 2-point play. Hogg drills it. So Bellotti checking into the game. Electing to go small ball are the Hoopers, taking their center out. Locke stays out there for the Power. That's a mismatch they might look to take advantage of. We'll see. This is Murda. To Fury Miller. He gets blocked. Tone Davis looking for Hogg. Yep! Alley-oop! You knew that was coming. Those two on the floor together. Hogg's vertical ability and Tone Davis's playmaking. That was inevitable. Thrown down by Hogg and a timeout taken by the Power. Hoopers up 107-91. And we are back. Trailing by 16 are Port City. Zankra looking to get him back on track. Uses a screen from Locke. Tishes Murda. Fury Miller. Off target. Good hustle by the Power, keeping this play alive. An offensive rebound. Ankra uses the screen. Nice open look for Shizmurda. Twice off the mark from him. And the pass just a little behind Hogg. And Davis knows it. Jump ball. I'm putting my money on Hogg. He's got good vert skills. Oh, and Shizmurda wins it. Oh, yeah. Here's Ankara. Ankara. I don't think Tone Davis did anything there. Anyways, foul called against Tone Davis. That's his fourth, so he's got to be careful. Low once again, I did not see much. And there we go. Ball don't lie. Foul on Isaiah Ankra, so ball will stay with the Hoopers. We're more than halfway through this fourth quarter, under the 6-minute mark. Hoopers, a commanding lead at 16. Davis drives and fancy finish on the underhand for Tone Davis. Ankra finds the runway and a blocking foul against Scott, Tyler Scott. So Ankra to the line. Only his first personal foul of the match, so playing a clean game. Ankra. And he drills it. Here's Tone Davis. Over to Bellotti, who splits the D and good. Oh, Bellotti trying to get a slam dunk there. Oh, he looks a bit shaken up after getting up from that. He fell on his ankle a bit odd, but he'll stay in there, looks like. McLaughlin to Locke. Otley, he's been quiet. His attempt no good. Tone Davis, another rebound for him. They'll slow down the pace. Over to Tyler Scott. Scott calling for a screen. Scott doing some ISO ball. Step back from the short corner is money. And he'll look into the crowd where some of his friends are recording him. Yeah, might be seeing that on the IG later. Stolen, Tone Davis. Making it work on both ends. 3! And the Hoopers are heating up. 114 to 93. And Shaq Locke from 3. Why not at this point? The Power got to score plenty, and they got to score quick. The kick out. Miller loses it. Gains it back. No good. Ball last touch by the Power, so Hoopers will have possession. And they are on fire. Josiah Tynes checking in for the Hoopers, taking off Tyler Scott. Tone Davis handling the rock for your Halifax Hoopers. Oh, showing the handles and fouled on the release. So Davis to the line, he'll shoot for 3. Davis hits the first. Bang. 2 for 2. And 3 for 3 goes Tone Davis. McLaughlin. Off Bellotti. Brown checks into the game, and out comes Tone Davis. Probably the last we'll see of him for the match, and what a match it was for Tone Davis. Locke. To Fury Miller. Back to Locke. Ankra drives. Beautiful dish out, and the three is good. Jack Fury Miller from downtown. Bellotti drives, dishes it to Hogg. Hogg mid-range, well short. Could have put a lot more juice behind that one. That was pretty close to an air ball. Making up for it defensively, but a foul called before his block on Bellotti. And a timeout taken by the Hoopers. At the line is Anthony Otley. First shot is good. Second shot is true. 2 for 2 goes Otley. Hoopers up big. Late in the fourth quarter. What a game played offensively and defensively from the Hoopers. You got to be happy if you're a Hoopers fan. Tynes now calling for Onion to come up on the screen. Tynes gets some space, releases from three, and missed the mark. McLaughlin. And Barrett from way downtown. His shot no good. Tynes coming out of the rebound. He'll slow down the pace. Dish it cross court. Enyina gets the ball. Back out to Tynes. Tynes drives, finishes with the left, and no good, but he'll go to the line. He got fouled, so Tynes to shoot for 2. Tynes. First one falls for Josiah Tynes. Two for 2 goes Tynes. 1:19 now for the Hoopers. Putting on a show here in downtown Dartmouth. Losing it and somehow keeping it Over to Altley, and that shot no good. Enyina on the rebound. About a minute 30 left in this contest, and Hooper's up big. Josiah Tynes. Wet from three. Great shot from Tynes. 122 for the Hoopers. Nothing going for the Power. About a minute left in the match. Tynes, same spot, same result. Josiah Tynes racking up the points at the end of the game. 125 for the Hoopers. Altley. And foul against Anthony Altley. Against Enyina, I believe, so Altley out of the line. .40 seconds remaining in this matchup. Enyina misses. Murda. Shot from McLaughlin, no good. And that, ladies and gentlemen, should do it. Your final score, Halifax 25. Port City Power. Sorry, Halifax 105. Port City 100. Thank you for tuning in for the Halifax Hoopers against the Port City Tide in the Basketball League. Sorry, Port City Power in the Basketball League. My name is Callum Watson. Hope you enjoyed the coverage tonight. And stay tuned for the Hoopers game tomorrow. Have a good night.
Hey Halifax, it's CJ from the Hoopers. On and off the court, I know how important it is to have a good team you can trust. That's why I drive Steel Ford Lincoln. They're all about supporting our community and making sure you feel right at home, just like a family. If you want a team that's got your back, check out Steel Ford Lincoln. I'm proud to represent the Halifax Hoopers, and I'm proud to drive Steel Ford Lincoln.